So after creating the database like this already, we're going to continue with our first things, which is to create a core library for our system. The core library for our system. Good. So the core library for our system, we're going to create by new projects. And this one we're gonna choose Java, and we're gonna choose Java class library. Okay, Java class library. Okay, so again, file, new projects, then Java and Java class libraries. This one is for core business processing, and you can use this core business processing in order to do a lot of, in order to let's say expose it at our RMI, remote method invocation. You can expose it via web services, or you can embed it directly to some other of your web application or some of the desktop application to use everywhere. I mean, you create a library, so you can use it everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna create a core library and name it as SMS core. Okay, or SMS core lib, core library then. Okay, this one is a core library here. This is core library. Core library. And the core library, we're going to divide them into 3 layers. We're going to divide our core library into 3 layers. Core library. And this one is the entities, including of the entities, the data access object, and the function. So we're gonna divide that. We're gonna finish first. Okay. Then we're gonna divide our core library into 3 layers. So I'm gonna divide them into first layer is the entities. The second layer is the data access objects, and the third layer is the function. That's why I'm creating 3 packages for them. So we logically divide our core library for the business processing into 3 layers. Okay? Entities down means data access object and the function. Okay? So entities will store your database entities, like students and batch. Okay, and the down is going to store some like classes for you to insert, update, delete, or working with database. And fish shape will store some classes to expose the functionality, to store functionalities for the end user. Okay, store functionalities for the end user. So now we're gonna create the entities first. New Java class. Again, you can generate them, but this time I'm going to manual coding everything. So Java class, I'm gonna create the batch. Okay, I'm gonna create the batch class. Okay, to represent the batch tables. So in here I'm gonna create the batch class, and of course I'm gonna create student class as well. Okay. They are used to store the data loaded from your database. So which is the batch class and the student class. Okay. You have any questions? So create new Java class, finish. For the batch class, one of the very important features of the entities class and working with each of the information system is that your data going to be transferred via the network. It's going to be sent from, let's say, this computer to this computer to this computer. Or your batch object going to be sent from one computer to another computer via the network. So it must be convertible or serializable. Okay? That's why the must-have characteristic is that you have to implement serializable interface. This one is very important. This one is very important. It must implement the serializable interface. And one important method that you should provide when you implement serializable interface is an empty or the default constructor. To create a default constructor, you're gonna do alt insert or right click insert code, and you choose constructor, and that one is a default one. That one is default one. This one is for serializable. Then the batch, we have two properties, int id, or let's just make id is fine. Then string name. The batch will have that two characteristics, right? The batch has two columns, id and name, and inside here, the entity class will provide two fields as well, id and name. Okay? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? So we are creating the entities layers. So one table is inside the database. There's supposed to be a corresponding class inside your system. What is this one for? For storing the data that you loaded from the database. Okay? So your data is stored inside the database. And now it's loaded to Java application. And inside Java, to store data, you have to have classes. That's why you create classes to load the data. Okay? Then, now we're going to right-click insert code here. Okay? Or in my case, it's showing me that I'm going to have the shortcut is Control I. So I'm going to do Control I and then create a constructor for this. Select this. Okay, we have the constructor. So give me the ID and the name. I'm going to create a new batch object. Then we're going to insert code and going to create getter and setters as well. Okay, insert code, choose getter and setter. So you have the getter and setter. You have getter and setter for the ID and the name. Okay, for the ID and the name. For the ID and the name. ID and the name. Done. Okay. So similarly, go home. You're gonna create another entity for the students. Okay. Go home. You're gonna create another entity for the students and others. Okay, and others. In this case, I'm gonna just create for the batch. Just quickly create for the students. Then. Okay, students. And this one, I'm gonna just make it as quick as possible, serializable. Okay, and then we're gonna have the constructor. Then we're gonna have int ID. Then a string name, string address. Int batch ID. Okay, int batch ID. Then you're gonna do constructor for all of them. Then you're gonna do getter and setter for all of them. Oh, I should encapsulate the fields as well. I should encapsulate the field to avoid people, I'm lazy to type private over here. That's why I select encapsulate the fields. So it's gonna automatically make them private. It's gonna automatically make them private. And I have getter setters over here. Okay, I have getter setters over here. Similar for the batch, because I didn't select it encapsulate, so I'm going to put private here and private here. So we encapsulate, okay, encapsulate the fields. So now we finish creating. The entity layers for the core business processing. Okay. And I'm going to in the next part, I'm going to create the data access layer. Okay, data access layer. I need to store the recording. stop screen